Good morning, everyone. I am J. Antoinette Katapan from BSED 2B, and today we're diving into Bloom's taxonomy, specifically focusing on the affective domain. This is crucial for understanding how we assess learning targets, especially when considering alternative assessment methods. So, what learning targets are most appropriate for alternative assessment? Let's turn to Bloom's taxonomy of educational objectives. Educational objectives, as we know, are specific statements of what students should be able to do by the end of a unit. These objectives are often phrased using verbs, making them measurable. Bloom's taxonomy provides a structured approach to categorizing these objectives. Bloom's taxonomy consists of three domains: cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. The affective domain deals with emotions, attitudes, and values. It's about how learners internalize and respond to learning experiences on an emotional level. Within the affective domain, Bloom identified 5 levels of expertise: receiving, responding, valuing, organization, and characterization by a value or value complex. Receiving is the most basic level. It involves awareness and passive attention to a phenomenon or stimulus. Illustrative verbs here include asks, chooses, holds, identifies, and listens. A sample objective might be a student who listens attentively to the instruction of the teacher. Next, we have responding. This involves active attention and response to a particular phenomenon or stimulus. Verbs like answers, complies, participates, practices, and writes are key. For example, participates actively in the focus group discussion. And then we have valuing. It is about attaching value or worth to a phenomenon or object. This can range from simple acceptance to commitment. Illustrative verbs include completes, demonstrates, differentiates, explains, and justifies. Here is an example objective: demonstrates belief in the value of the election process. And then, organization. It involves organizing values into priorities, comparing, relating, and synthesizing specific values. Verbs such as adheres, defends, integrates, organizes, and synthesizes are relevant here. For instance, defends the importance of graduate education in the career of a teacher. Finally, we have internalizing values, also known as characterization by a value or complex value. This is where a personal value system becomes a characteristic of the learner. Verbs include acts, displays, influences, solves, and verifies. I'll give you a sample objective. Displays commitment to helping economically disadvantaged students. Understanding these levels allows educators to craft more effective learning objectives and assessment strategies, particularly when using alternative assessment methods. By considering the affective domain, we can still gauge the holistic development of our students. Now let's open the floor for the next reporter to continue the discussion.